Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very, very special segment today, the 10th of August. Well, of course, it's Eka Day holiday here in Brisbane CBD. Well, looking at the weather, temperature is 13 degrees and sunny, and it's a glorious day here. So once again, we'd like to welcome you to this very show. Today, we'll have the news update. We'll look at the events, but mainly we'll focus around the upcoming India Day Fair. So we'll take a look at what's happening so that we can find out all that's going to happen at India Day Fair. But as I mentioned before, that first of all, we'll take a look at what's making news today. We'll go into the headlines before we grab into the India Day Fair discussion for today.
Melbourne have been bathed in pink as the city and the world continues to mourn the death of singer, actor and cancer campaigner Olivia Newton-John. The entertainer's family says they intend to accept the Victorian government's offer of a state funeral, saying it's a moment not just for the family but for a country in which she is so loved. Fans have gathered in Hollywood at her star on the Walk of Fame as fellow singers and actors have paid tribute to her, not just for her achievements on stage and screen, but as a tireless campaigner for breast cancer research and treatment. A damning report into this year's catastrophic floods in New South Wales has found the North Coast and Hunter communities were forced to save themselves. The parliamentary inquiry made 37 recommendations, including restructuring New South Wales state emergency services and abolishing Resilience New South Wales. The South Australian government has ordered an investigation after a man died from cardiac arrest while waiting for an ambulance in Adelaide. Paramedics arrived at the scene 40 minutes after the man's condition was first reported, blaming the delay on ramping at the Royal Adelaide Hospital and Flinders Medical Centre on Monday night. And one of the most successful tennis players of all time, Serena Williams, has revealed she's preparing to say goodbye to the sport. With 23 Grand Slam singles titles in a competition she's dominated for more than 2 decades, Williams has written that while she doesn't like the word retirement, she is evolving in many ways away from tennis.
Yes, from time to time we get those tongue twisters, but I think they handled that quite well. That's what I think. Well, as I mentioned before, that today we are going to look at India Day Fair. And, of course, what is India Day Fair? So we'll look at that as India Day Fair is the celebration of India's Independence Day by GoPure Queensland, and it's become an iconic event known as India Day Fair. GoPure Queensland is celebrating that in its what will be the 11th year now. So for 11 years, it's been held here in Brisbane. So once again, we'd like to invite you all there. Once again, GoPure Queensland presents iconic India Day Fair,
celebrating India's Independence Day on 13th August.
Come experience India at no cost at Roma Street Parklands.
Experience India's culture, music and food.
You will be entertained from 10:30 a.m. till 8:30 p.m. by many talented artists.
The program will begin with a parade from various community organizations,
finishing off with a grand finale laser light show.
Showstopper, one and only the Harbhajan Man, all the way from India.
Come join GoPure Queensland for a fun-filled family day and experience all that India has to offer.
For more information, visit our website www.gopurequeensland.org.
See you all there. Station sponsor GoPure Queensland.
ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਹਰਭਜਨ ਮਾਨ। ਐਕਸਪਰਟ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਐਂਡ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਦੇ ਸੱਦੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਬ੍ਰਿਸਬੇਨ ਵਿਖੇ 13 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਭ ਨੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ ਸਮੇਤ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਾ। GoPio ਦੇ ਖਾਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ ਹੇਠ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਖਲੂਸ ਦਾ ਭਰਿਆ ਸੱਦਾ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਗੀਤ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਦਾ ਗੁਲਦਸਤਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਭ ਨੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ ਸਮੇਤ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਰੱਖਣਾ। ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ 13 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ। ਲੈ ਗਈ ਉਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਗੋਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ
ਅਸੀਂ ਮਰ ਗਏ ਨੀ
So there you go. As we know, he's such a renowned performer and has been performing all around the world. So we are so fortunate that he will be joining us here for India Day Fair. And to all of you, the public out there, this is the only show in whole of Australia that will be free to the public. There's no entry fee to come and watch Harbhajan Mann live in concert at India Day Fair. So, well, of course, we know that whenever the functions and events happen, there's many people who get behind, who support us. So in this time, we have, young and old and everyone. But every year, we have this delightful grandma who comes on and supports India Day Fair. Here's what she has to say. Babaji is back.
राम राम पुत्तर राम राम ਜਿਉਂਦੇ ਰਹੋ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਕੇ ਉੱਠੀ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਕਦੇ ਕਦੇ ਚੇਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਹਾਏ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੋਪੀਓ ਵਾਲੇ ਨਾ 13 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ ਮਨਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਬੜੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਾਰਤ ਦਾ ਸਵਤੰਤਰਤਾ ਦਿਵਸ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਡੇ ਫੇਅਰ ਸਵੇਰੇ 10:30 ਵਜੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਰਾਤ ਦੇ 8:30 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਰੋਮਾ ਸਟਰੀਟ ਪਾਰਕਲੈਂਡ ਤੇ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਗੋਡੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲਦੇ ਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਣਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੈ ਪੁੱਤ ਹਰਭਜਨ ਮਾਨ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਹਰਭਜਨ ਮਾਨ ਬੜੇ ਹੀ ਮਿੱਠੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਹਾਏ ਕਲੇਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਠੰਡ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਆਵੋਗੇ ਹੈ ਫਿਰ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੇ 13 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਮਾ ਸਟਰੀਟ ਪਾਰਕਲੈਂਡ ਤੇ ਰਾਮ ਰਾਮ
Now, isn't that wonderful? And she's none other than our own Madhu Khannaji, who does our radio show, Bate Madhu Ke Saath, right here on Australian Indian Radio. Well, next up, as I mentioned, that, India is such a diverse country, so we have just heard from the Punjabi community. Right now, let's go and hear from the Marathi community with none other than your very own and lovable RJ Savi.
नमस्कार मी सावी ऑस्ट्रेलियन इंडियन रेडिओ आणि गोपियो तर्फे तुम्हाला खास हे सांगण्यासाठी आलेली आहे की 15 ऑगस्ट 2022 ला भारताला स्वातंत्र्य मिळून 75 वर्ष पूर्ण होत आहे हा अमृत महोत्सवी दिवस साजरा करण्यासाठी गोपियोने इंडिया डे फेअरचे आयोजन केलेले आहे 13 ऑगस्ट 2022 ला रोमा स्ट्रीट पार्कलँड ब्रिस्बेन मध्ये हा कार्यक्रम सकाळी 10:30 ते रात्री 8:30 वाजेपर्यंत असणार आहे जिथे दिवसभर आपले मनोरंजन करण्यासाठी येणार आहेत ब्रिस्बेनचे स्थानिक कलाकार आणि संध्याकाळी इथे आपण खास आमंत्रित केलेलं आहे पंजाबातून इंडियाहून येणार आहेत हरभजन मान आपल्या संगीताचा कार्यक्रम ते प्रस्तुत करणार आहेत आणि त्याचबरोबर इथे दिवसभर असणार आहे विविध स्टॉल्स त्यामुळे खाण्यापिण्याची सुद्धा इथे भरपूर रेलचेल असणार आहे त्यामुळे तुम्ही सगळेजण 13 ऑगस्टला नक्की या इंडिया डे फेअरला रोमा स्ट्रीट पार्कलँडला आपण सगळेजण मिळून आपल्या भारताचा स्वातंत्र्याचा हा अमृत महोत्सव धूमधडाक्यात साजरा करूया लक्षात ठेवा इंडिया डे फेअर 13 ऑगस्ट 2022 सकाळी 10:30 ते रात्री 8:30 वाजेपर्यंत रोमा स्ट्रीट पार्कलँड ब्रिस्बेनला जय हिंद
And isn't that wonderful? And as I mentioned, young, old, east, west, we all make India. So here's I invite from our youngsters.
Hello everybody, my name is Ashana Chandra and I'd like to invite you to India Day Fair on the 13th of August at Roma Street Parklands. See you all there, bye!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now it's time to go to our interview for today. And with that, we'd like to welcome Sakhi Rai ji from ISKCON Brisbane. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to this segment. And today we are having a conversation about something very important which happens within our community, and we always bring to that. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, today we have in our studios with us Sakhi Rai ji from ISKCON Brisbane. Welcome to the studio.
To all my listeners, and so happy to be here. Umesh ji, thank you.
And thank you very much for everything that you do. Well, right now, just for the benefit of our listeners, as we mentioned in our opening remark, that you're here from ISKCON Brisbane. So for the benefit of our listeners and viewers, could you please explain to our broader community what is ISKCON?
So ISKCON is the acronym for International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada, he was given the order to spread the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, to spread his name in every town and village. And with that mission, he came to the West and established International Society for Krishna Consciousness. ISKCON is, as people generally know, is mainly an educational society. It educates people and explains them, if we live a nice spiritual life, how can we be happy eternally. ISKCON, as you know, has spread in the last almost more than 45 years to every country of the world, and it has got centers and temples in almost every major cities and even smaller cities all around the world.
And thank you very much for that overview. Yes, for the viewers and listeners, yes, you would have seen ISKCON, also known as Hare Krishna group, and their temples all around the world. And it's a big organization. So now we are talking about Brisbane. So could you tell us a little bit about ISKCON Brisbane branch, its establishment, activities, and maybe some future plans?
Yes. So ISKCON Brisbane was established almost 45 years ago. And with a humble beginning, we are now acquired a piece of land in the 17 Mile Rocks, and plans are currently underway to construct a large temple. At the same time, our focus has been always on the community. So we share our good fortune of Krishna consciousness with the community. We also take part in the welfare activities by distributing what we call Krishna Prasad, which is sanctified food. Recently, when the floods ravaged some parts of Brisbane, our devotees went around in Corinda, Rockley, Oxley areas where people were affected, and we gave them prasadam so that not only the bodies are nourished, but also the minds and the souls are also nourished, and they can understand, yes, my identity is not this body, and I want to go beyond that. I want to understand more. So our focus is education, welfare of the activity, welfare of the people, and also making people's lives more simpler and happier. ISKCON Brisbane, we also have a lot of study groups happening all around Brisbane, where we go to people's homes. Festival season is coming now. So last couple of years when COVID was there, we actually did the festivals in people's homes. And now, of course, the big festival season is coming. So we'll be holding the festivals either in the temple or in a big community hall, the details of which we'll discuss a bit later on. So ISKCON Brisbane, we have got a reasonably large community. We also have a very wonderful festival called Festival of Chariots, the Rath Yatra, again, which has not happened for the last couple of years because of COVID, and now plans are underway. We are just waiting for some approvals, and shortly the announcements will be made regarding the Festival of Chariots, which happens in the Brisbane city.
And of course, I have taken part in that Festival of Chariots, and I always take my hats off to the amount of paperwork and the amazements and the the applications and the approvals that would be needed to do that traffic management and the whole lot. But it's a very proud moment for us when we have the big Rath come in front of finally in front of the Brisbane City Hall. That's just amazing. It is a wonderful thing to see our activity taking in that place. Well, right now, getting on to the main topic for today, we're talking about, you've touched on that slightly, is the Krishna Janmashtami. So first of all, just for the benefit of all our listeners and viewers, could you please tell us why is Krishna Janmashtami celebrated?
So as we know, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is a Swayam Bhagwan, and he appears in different places according to his own sweet will. But of course, he has got his reasons to come, and Bhagavad Gita describes there are three reasons. One is Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Duskritam Dharma Sansthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. So he comes to help the devotees, he comes to punish the miscreants, and also importantly he comes to re-establish the principles of religion. As we know, Kali Yuga is getting stronger and stronger, and Krishna appeared in this on this planet 5,000 years ago in Vrindavan, in a little town. It's not even a town actually. When he appeared, it was a little village in a northern state in India, and that is very auspicious for anyone who comes from the land of India, because we know that the appearance day of the Lord is celebrated with big pomp, big fanfare. So Krishna appeared on the 8th day in the month of Shravan, and Krishna Janmashtami is celebrated in a very big way all over India, especially in northern parts of India, and ISKCON has taken this festival all around the world. So in Brisbane we'll be also celebrating in a very big way, and we are expecting a lot of people to take part in our festivities and also glorify Krishna on that day.
And thank you very much for that explanation there. So, okay, so we know that it is celebrated with a great pomp, and it is one of the major festivals within in the Hindu community. So, just touching on how it's celebrated, what are the main things that happen, or some of the significances related to it?
Yes, thank you. That's a very question which I wanted to answer, because a lot of the details will come out. Krishna Janmashtami, as we know, is mainly the day when we glorify Krishna. And of course, that is not the only day we glorify Krishna. We want to glorify Krishna every day, not only every day, every minute. But Janmashtami is a special day, and on that day, the program at the temple will start from 4:30 a.m. in the morning. And we start with a very auspicious arti called Mangal Arti. And in that arti, the Lord is woken up, and he's offered many different items. After that, the normal temple morning program happens, where we do Tulsi Arti, and after that we have a wonderful Srimad Bhagavatam class, which is again the book form of Krishna. So in Bhagavatam, glorification of Krishna happens, and the Bhagavatam class, especially on that day, will be focused towards Krishna's Kirtan, Krishna's Kirti, the glorification of Krishna. And after that, the devotees will go about doing their services for the preparation, and the evening program starts from 5 o'clock. The program will have a lot of the cultural presentations, a lot of spiritual presentations. There will be dances, there will be a lot of dramas depicting various leelas, various pastimes of Krishna. How Krishna appears in this world, in what different forms. What can we do to glorify Krishna? There will be wonderful discourses, there will be music, there will be arati, there will be abhishek, there will be opportunity for the guests to offer a birthday gift to Krishna. So all these wonderful festivities will happen, and of course the finale, the climax will be the wonderful feast, which of course ISKCON worldwide is known for. So we'll have a free feast for all the guests who come. Devotees have started the preparation months and months in advance, so that we can cater for devotees who come to the festival. In 2019, just before COVID hit that year, we were actually expecting about 2,500 guests, and we received about 4,200 guests. And still, as Krishna is unlimited, his prasadam was unlimited, and the feast we catered for also was enough for everyone. So the program will start from 5 o'clock and it will go up to about midnight, when the midnight arati will happen. And after the midnight arati, those devotees who are there will also be given another feast, specially to honor the Lord. So the program will start from 5 o'clock and go up to 12 midnight, maybe a little bit over midnight. And then of course, we'll have the midnight arati and then the prasadam.
And that sounds like an amazing program, and thanks for explaining that to everyone. And so, in my concluding question would be, two things that, number one is, where is it taking place this year? And as you mentioned that it's, you expect a lot of people to come. How can people attend, and is it open to everyone?
Yeah, so this year the program, as I said, will be on the Friday 19th of August at the Croatian Community Club, which is on 164 Dunn Road. It's on 164 Dunn Road in Rockley. We have actually marketed this event to many places. If you go to ISKCON Brisbane Facebook, we've put posters everywhere. We've done a lot of Facebook marketing, a lot of social media marketing. So most of the people around Brisbane would know the details of the program. Anyone is welcome. In fact, more and more people are welcome. We would love you to come with your friends, with your colleagues. And it is not only for Indians, it is not only for Hindus, it is for everyone. As we know, God doesn't belong to a particular sector. God belongs to everyone. So Krishna Janmashtami, we would love to celebrate with everyone. We would like to pass on the message that when you come there, you bring your open mind, open heart, and of course an empty stomach. There'll be a lot of programs. You can experience the programs, you can meet the devotees. If you need any help, you can ask any one of us. There'll be volunteers there. And please, one thing is there, that take some message from the program back to your life. Because as we said, ISKCON is an educational institution. We want to educate you to live a very wonderful, spiritual, simple but happy life. And in this day and age where a lot of stress is there, especially in big cities, we want people to be happy, live simply, and in a God-conscious manner.
And once again, thank you very much for that. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen, the function that's taking place on the 19th of August at the Croatian Club in Rockley. And everyone's welcome to take part in that. Prabhuji, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing this valuable information with all our viewers and listeners, and wishing you all the very best for Janmashtami.
Thank you very much. I cannot thank you enough. It has been a wonderful opportunity, and as every year you invite us and you give us the opportunity to explain ourselves and market our festival, so we cannot thank you enough. And I hope you and Ushaji also can definitely make it. We will be there to welcome you at the gate. Thank you, and Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. There you are, ladies and gentlemen, that wonderful interview with Sakiraji of ISKCON Brisbane. Well, right now, we've been talking about India Day Fair. So what does it ever look like? What is it? Let's take a look at glimpses from last year. But just a reminder that last year we were not at our usual venue, which is the Roma Street Parklands. Last year we were at the South Bank Piazza. But here are the wonderful glimpses. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the India Day Fair and the glimpses. Doesn't it just look so wonderful? And if you think that's wonderful, this year is going to be a blockbuster. And we are back at our usual venue. So once again, it will be much, more fuller and to the real flavor that we always have at India Day Fair. Once again, Gopio Queensland presents iconic India Day Fair.
Celebrating India's Independence Day on 13th August.
Come experience India at no cost at Roma Street Parklands.
Experience India's culture, music and food.
You will be entertained from 10:30 a.m. till 8:30 p.m. by many talented artists.
The program will begin with a parade from various community organizations.
Finishing off with a grand finale laser light show.
Showstopper, one and only the Harbhajan Man, all the way from India.
Come join Gopio Queensland for a fun-filled family day and experience all that India has to offer.
For more information, visit our website www.gopioqueensland.org.
See you all there. Station sponsor Gopio Queensland.
ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਹਰਭਜਨ ਮਾਨ। ਐਕਸਪਰਟ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਐਂਡ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼ ਦੇ ਸੱਦੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਬ੍ਰਿਸਬੇਨ ਵਿਖੇ 13 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਭ ਨੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ ਸਮੇਤ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਾ। ਗੋਪੀਓ ਦੇ ਖਾਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧ ਹੇਠ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਖਲੂਸ ਦਾ ਭਰਿਆ ਸੱਦਾ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਗੀਤ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਦਾ ਗੁਲਦਸਤਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਭ ਨੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰਾਂ ਸਮੇਤ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਰੱਖਣਾ। ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਆਪਾਂ 13 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ।
So isn't that wonderful, that message from him? And of course, right, I said that this event is for young and for old and everyone. So first of all, here's our youngsters, young Ishana inviting you all to India Day Fair.
Hello everybody, my name is Ishana Chandra and I'd like to invite you to India Day Fair on the 13th of August at Roma Street Parklands. See you all there, bye!
Now of course, it, as I mentioned, is from east to west, from young to old. Now we've heard from our youngsters. Right now, let's hear from our favorite Bebeji, who comes in every year and always supporting India Day Fair.
राम राम पुत्तर राम राम ਜਿਉਂਦੇ ਰਹੋ। ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਕੇ ਉੱਠੀ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਕਦੇ ਕਦੇ ਚੇਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਹਾਏ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੋਪੀਓ ਵਾਲੇ ਨਾ 13 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ ਮਨਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਬੜੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਭਾਰਤ ਦਾ ਸਵਤੰਤਰਤਾ ਦਿਵਸ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਡੇ ਫੇਅਰ ਸਵੇਰੇ 10:30 ਵਜੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਰਾਤ ਦੇ 8:30 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਰੋਮਾ ਸਟਰੀਟ ਪਾਰਕਲੈਂਡ ਤੇ ਹੈ। ਮੇਰੇ ਤੇ ਗੋਡੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲਦੇ ਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਣਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੈ ਪੁੱਤ। ਹਰਭਜਨ ਮਾਨ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਹਰਭਜਨ ਮਾਨ ਬੜੇ ਹੀ ਮਿੱਠੇ ਗਾਣੇ ਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਹਾਏ ਕਲੇਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਠੰਡ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਆਵੋਗੇ ਹੈ। ਫਿਰ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੇ 13 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਮਾ ਸਟਰੀਟ ਪਾਰਕਲੈਂਡ ਤੇ। ਰਾਮ ਰਾਮ।
Oh, Ram Ram Ji, and that's very nice. And that's actually Madhu Khanna, who is one of our radio presenters right here, has a very popular show called Baate Madhu Ke Saath. Right now, one of our other RJs, very popular and lovable, is RJ Savi. And now we've heard from young, we've heard from elderly, we have heard from the north of Brisbane. Now we'll hear from the Marathi community.
नमस्कार, मी सावी ऑस्ट्रेलियन इंडियन रेडिओ आणि गोपियो तर्फे तुम्हाला खास हे सांगण्यासाठी आलेली आहे की 15 ऑगस्ट 2022 ला भारताला स्वातंत्र्य मिळून 75 वर्ष पूर्ण होत आहे। हा अमृत महोत्सवी दिवस साजरा करण्यासाठी गोपियोने इंडिया डे फेअरचे आयोजन केलेले आहे 13 ऑगस्ट 2022 ला रोमा स्ट्रीट पार्कलँड ब्रिस्बेन मध्ये। हा कार्यक्रम सकाळी 10:30 ते रात्री 8:30 वाजेपर्यंत असणार आहे, जिथे दिवसभर आपले मनोरंजन करण्यासाठी येणार आहेत ब्रिस्बेनचे स्थानिक कलाकार आणि संध्याकाळी इथे आपण खास आमंत्रित केलेलं आहे पंजाबातून इंडियाहून येणार आहेत हरभजन मान आपल्या संगीताचा कार्यक्रम ते प्रस्तुत करणार आहेत आणि त्याचबरोबर इथे दिवसभर असणार आहे विविध स्टॉल्स. त्यामुळे खाण्यापिण्याची सुद्धा इथे भरपूर रेलचेल असणार आहे. त्यामुळे तुम्ही सगळेजण 13 ऑगस्टला नक्की या इंडिया डे फेअरला, रोमा स्ट्रीट पार्कलँडला. आपण सगळेजण मिळून आपल्या भारताचा स्वातंत्र्याचा हा अमृत महोत्सव धूमधडाक्यात साजरा करूया. लक्षात ठेवा, इंडिया डे फेअर 13 ऑगस्ट 2022 सकाळी 10:30 ते रात्री 8:30 वाजेपर्यंत रोमा स्ट्रीट पार्कलँड ब्रिस्बेनला. जय हिंद.
And as usual, that's amazing presentation by RJ Savi. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been wonderful having your company here today on the 10th day of August, and the temperature's gone up another degree. So, it's 14 degrees and sunny right here in glorious Brisbane. It just looks amazing from where we sit in this studio and looking out the window to the wide span of Brisbane, and it is just amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's been wonderful having your company here. Today is Eka holiday, so today's we don't have the real estate show, but it's been important that we talk about the upcoming India Day Fair, which is going to be a huge one this year. We'd like to see you all there. It's a fun-filled family day, and tomorrow we will talk about how to get there, what to do, and how to be prepared, what to expect, where to park, all those details we'll share with all of you tomorrow. But for today, it's been wonderful having your company. Until tomorrow, it's goodbye from us.